Hello and welcome to Stocks Advisors channel. Here at our channel, we are looking for interesting buy opportunities for US-based stocks. In today's episode, we will talk about two tickers lately also discussed at our channel. These are BRKS and FUBO. And we start first with BRKS. So this is the Brooks automation traded at Nasdaq, and currently it's still intraday analysis. We see this kind of a small white body with very low downwards shadow candle. It's still intraday, so it might change to something like a doji or a red candle later, or might spike up. So depending on how it will finish, it will of course define the further future of the stock, but we can prepare for both actions here. So in case we really finish with a very big, let's say bigger white body here, and then forming quite, let's say, a huge long downwards shadow, this would be very bullish momentarily, because this would mean that we are probably starting a second leg. And then RSI wise, you will see that after having two waves in overbought area, we are starting the third one, and this would be a bullish call. If not, if we decline, if we form more like a candle, let's say something like a red one with some kind of, not doji, but still a red candle with big or reasonable shadows, meaning it's indecisive candle. In this case, it will be also filled one, so we would imaginarily fill it. Then this would mean that we are actually about to go for correction. And these both scenarios will allow us, especially the last minutes of the trading. If you're interested in the stock, you can watch. This will describe what's going on further, because momentarily, if you look for other parameters, they are kind of more bullish, but kind of momentarily indecisive. So let's understand those. First of all, as we said, it's RSI. It's proposing both situations depending on how we will end. Also, if you look at MACD curve here, you can clearly see that when the latter wave started at the beginning of November, it was just at zero, so it was crossing upwards and made very nice upwards, let's say, wave, and then made extended kind of, not a wave but decline, and now it's just crossing to the let's say negative zone. This could be a fake crossing, which usually is then accompanied with another big spike. For example, like we saw the same situation by end of July here. Or it could be a real crossing, and then we go for stronger correction. So for both cases, again, we should be prepared in the price action wise, but we will discuss how to be prepared there with actions, with price and buying. So another parameters that are very interesting here, these are moving averages. By the way, we have here 3 moving averages depicted. It's moving average 20, 50, and 200, being green, blue, and red curves correspondingly. You can see here on the left there, let's say, description. So coming back to the analysis and how they look like, you see momentarily moving average 20, the green line, it's almost catching up with the price, and it's still quite bullish, meaning that it's still heading up, but it's forming kind of a linear move the last few days, last 4 days. It's almost a linear growth, meaning that its second derivative is actually equal to 0. So it's not decelerating, but also not accelerating. It can both go either way, or let's say deceleration, meaning like it will bend downwards, or acceleration, meaning it will bend upwards. For the moving average 50, though, it's more bullish behavior, because it is at the last part of it. If you look carefully, it goes linear and then a little bit higher. So here we can see that second derivative is actually higher than 0, so it's more accelerative. And also taking into account that 1 hour left before end of the trading, and the volume is still not high, it's still actually at the level of the general noise. Here, if you look carefully, we can say, well, it's probably that if positive spike comes with a volume higher, like we saw previously, here and there, we can see some positive move and positive spike. So with this all having said, how we should behave here? We should behave being prepared for both situations. And in general, the stock can be said, let's say, momentarily could be a little bit bearish, so we should be prepared. But overall, it's quite nice overall stock. So and it's forming so-called 20, 50 to 100 pattern when its moving averages are forming this actually pattern. And until it is the case for long and mid-term players, it's profitable, and for short-term players you just need to catch the wave, and that's about what we are doing. So how to play correctly here on both outcomes? First of all, you can enter already at this very nice support volatility level of 72.50. And then if we really go higher, as we just discussed here with RSI for the third wave, well, you just sit there, you take your profit, and you enjoy the outcome. If not, so this would be then the first area to enter. If not, let's draw it with a circle. So if not, if it goes declining, here's of course moving average 20 that might work as a strong support, but if it declines further, then we just start average down game, which is quite safe here because there are many nice levels, nice supports, and the stock actually should hold its positions and do a reversal move where you can just not only return your losses but also make a gain. So if this support line would be S1, this would be then S2. And let's draw other lines here. There is another one, very nice support level on this. It's S3. Then not at all we go that low, we expect going there, but just because we have this level, we can also depict it here. So it's S4, and then there is one volatility level, so very weak, but still it might work here as well, and let's call it then V1. So with this having said, what would be the strategy to play here? So if the price starts declining, then next entry area would be between S2 and V1 in this channel. So you can average down first here. Should something severe happen and really continue declining further, and anything actually lower S3 will be the buy. And there is another volatility line here till which you can actually do this. It's at this level. So this would be then V2, S3, V2 level. So at these three levels, it should be very safe support, because above S3 there will be also moving average 50 by that time if the decline takes place. So it will be actually a triple support level, not altogether triple, but one by one. So it would be quite safe here. And it is advised to buy with strategy 1, 1, 2, meaning that the funds you would like to play here, you split on 4, then you buy already with one portion. If it declines those levels, S2, V1, you buy again with one portion, so average down. And if it goes further, you average down with 2 portions according to the analysis given here. This way, actually, profit to loss optimization would be the best with respect to supporting the let's say non-loss situation. And then when price actually goes high, just don't be too greedy. Especially if you sell from the first, we return from the second and the third circles, just take 10% and exit. If higher, the same. Actually, we usually advise maximum 10% profit. In the best scenario, let's say 7.5 and higher is just sell, because that's the way to trade technically. Do multiple trades, don't try to be rich from one trade. Usually that's never the case, never happening. So with this having said, for BRKS we finished. Now we go to FUBO. Similar technical situation here, again intraday chart, again kind of a forming here, you can say kind of a plateau. So depending on how it will finalize within 1 hour, we will know how to play further here. If it will really go down, then we know it's going to correction. If it stays there, most probably from Monday we will start actually upwards move. So this is the level S1, and we will see how it will end. And again, if we can already buy here, and if we go declining, we just start again average down games, and it will be quite nice, because here we have again several support levels. We can draw them and we can then play them. This would be the volatility level, and then another support line is here, very strong one, and then actually here as well. Again, we have here three moving averages depicted. It's moving average 20, 50, and 200. Again, the same color codes here on the left. You see their depictions, and similar situation. They are all heading upwards, and they are all again moving average 20 and 50. In this case, both are linear, and its letter patterns, so their second derivative is actually a 0, meaning that they are all forming the letter patterns are actually kind of linear curves here, like this. They form here, you can see these segments, they are quite linear. So this means that it can go either way, and we should be just prepared for this. Similar situation with RSI, it's one big wave here, but it's a little bit declined, so it can also go for second one or go for another correction. The same with volumes, though here volume level is higher than the noise, so it could be more bearish with this combination of candles than previous stock. And this we need to be actually a bit more cautious, but ending behavior will decide as well here how it will work next week by opening. And the same situation with MACD, you can see it was nice big curve for these upwards moves, and now the question is, will we really do a second wave or go down? But we will be prepared in both cases here, for both cases, both scenarios, if we do our play with average down. So let's name the curves then S1, S2, S3, S4 and S5, and this would be the volatility level V1. So should we decline in price, the first entry level would be S1 as a V1 channel, because then we will be also lower than moving average 20, and there will be quite nice support. Should it decline further, then immediately below S3, S4, also below that time it will be below, actually you can even start buying a little bit higher than S3, because by that time moving average 50 will be also there, forming additional support level. It would be quite nice entry here. Again, 1-2 approach, in this case the same behavior. If you want to play this stock, you split your money on 4, you buy with 1 average down first time, with 1 second time, with 2 according to the analysis given here. So that's the reason these two stocks technically are quite similar, although the outcome of these situations could be different for them, but BRKS and FUBO in that sense resembles the pattern, so we decided to place them on one video and play together. So with this having said, do not forget to subscribe to our channel if you're first time viewing this video. Also please view other videos. As you can see, we give analysis quite in advance, so from 1 week to 5, it means you can watch other videos from our channel, and the situation described there, even older videos, may be just about to happen, so you can place your alerts, make the trade and make your profit if you like the analysis given here. With this, thank you and see you at another episode of Stocks Advisors channel.